Well, it's a very important issue because it will have an impact on the ticket we present to the Ghanaian people relative to the 2024 elections, and obviously have an impact on our fortunes.
Right.
So it is something that a lot of thinking has gone into. The flag bearer has been thinking and consulting on this matter. He's ready with his consultations, and he has a choice. But as the constitution and customs of our party requires, he needs to seek formally the advice of the Council of Elders and present same to the National Executive Committee of the party, which is the second highest decision-making body in the party, for our advice before same is announced. So there is no cause for alarm.
There isn't?
The background work has been done. The president is very clear in his mind as to that person he wants to be his running mate, to complement him, to deliver his vision. At the end of the day, he's not going to be some agent's running mate. He's not going to be your running mate. He's going to be the running mate to a person, John Mahama. So the issues of loyalty, experience, competence, track record, commitment to the party, and so on, are all important things.
It's gender and regional
of course, all these things are
from
important considerations that I know are very dear to the heart of President Mahama. And I know that these issues went into the thinking around this issue. So the rank and file of the party and the general public should be expecting to hear a formal announcement tomorrow after tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, when the decision is eventually finalized, subject to the advice of the Council of Elders and the National Executive Committee. And I am very optimistic that it is a decision that will resonate, not just with our grassroots, but also with the entire nation, because the running mate is coming on board with a lot of things, a lot of positive attributes that complements the ticket, that complements the party's efforts for Power Camp 2024.
All the things you have said will suggest that you're going a different way from the ticket that was presented at the last election.
Really?
It would suggest so.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't think that is what I said suggests.
Well, that's my reading of what you said.
No, I don't think so. But the thing is,
but would it be?
I'm just the linguist. I only speak when the chief speaks. The chief hasn't spoken, so it would be wrong to take the wind out of his sail.
Right.
Especially because the consultations are not over. So let's just exercise patience. Tomorrow is not far, barely 24 hours away. And I'm sure that the formal communication will be made. Bear in mind that President Mahama, during his building Ghana tour, has already assured the nation that that big announcement will be made in this month of February.
When you are making that decision, I know you are not a candidate, but if you were in his shoes or pretended to be him, would you consider someone who has the capacity to take over from you, knowing that you only serve one term or you can only serve 4 years?
Well, I'm not even qualified by age to be a president.
Yes.
So I've not even started
You're
thinking.
Not 40.
I'm not even thinking.
Just pretend for a minute that you were him. Would you pick someone who?
You know me. I don't like to pretend at all. I just speak to realities, and so.
But if you were to advise,
I don't have an opinion.
With your experience, wouldn't you say, let's pick someone who, when you are leaving office, can take over from you?
In terms of experience, I'm not even qualified to clean the shoes of the former President John Mahama, who has been MP for 3 terms, Deputy Minister, Minister of State, Vice President, President. His experience in politics and in decisions like this is unquantifiable. He's been Vice President, don't forget, he's been President. He's been former President, he's learned a lot.
Yeah. So
let's give him the benefit of the doubt. I don't have what it takes to even proffer an advice on this matter.
I have a theory, I want you to prove me wrong, all right? It's just a theory. So, you have made changes to the front bench of Parliament, bringing Kesela to force him to the fore as the minority leader in Parliament. Was that to suggest that because you're going to move Jenana, you needed somebody from the central region to appease the people because you needed that regional balance?
Well, like you said, it's only a theory.
Yes.
And theory most of the times are disputed. Yeah, so just a theory.
You don't think there's anything in that theory?
No, I don't think so.
You've seen the MPP do their changes to their front bench, with Chairman Sabonsu taking a back seat and the Afenyo Markin taking a front row. You think that they are preempting what you guys are going to do?
Well, I don't know about that, but I think that what their reshuffle was about was just a vindictive payback by Akufo-Addo, to Oseche Mensah Bonsu.
Why do you say that?
Mensah Bonsu. Oh, because the man thinks that it was Oseche Mensah Bonsu who orchestrated the Care Must Go agenda.
Oh,
he also thinks that...
That's your theory. Too.
No, well, you can call it a theory, but Dr. Atta Kennedy, a leading member of the MPP, agrees with me on that.
He's been out of the party for God knows how.
He's not been out of the party. He's still a Cadbury member of the MPP.
Okay.
And if you have your ears on the ground, you will know that Akufo-Addo is clear in his mind that he's not going to forgive Oseche Mensah Bonsu for allegedly orchestrating the Care Must Go.
Going back to Parliament anyway, so
why won't you have the old man enjoy the injury time he has left?
Maybe they are also thinking about the regional balance. If Bawumia is picking from the Ashanti region, like Kofi Bento says.
But you're saying if, so it's conditional. He has not picked from the Ashanti region, so where's the regional balance here? Okay. Again, I know that Akufo-Addo is not really enthused about the conduct of Oseche Mensah Bonsu as a leader of government business relative to the bill against LGBTQ. He thinks he hasn't done enough to fight it, and Afenyo Makin, that filibuster in the MPP majority, has been doing a lot to frustrate the passage of the bill. You recall that motion he brought against the bill only to withdraw. It's all part of the tactics, to delay and frustrate the passage of the bill, because his paymaster, his boss, Akufo-Addo, didn't have his way with Mensah, but Afenyo said, here I am. I'm ready to be used to prevent the passage of a law that is going to prescribe and make it a crime for a man to sleep with a man, and for a woman to sleep with a woman, and for a human being to sleep with an animal. You understand? So these are many more. Again, you should also know that the Chebi mafia in the MPP, headed by Akufo-Addo himself, are determined to break the Ashanti control over the party. There is no doubt about the fact that Oseche Mensah Bonsu today is the foremost Ashanti MPP politician, the most experienced. He's been in Parliament for the longest period, and he was the leader of the government business in Parliament. By taking him out and now giving the deputy position to one Patricia Appiaje MP for Asokwa, they have weakened the control of Ashanti over the party, and that is the game plan. So the our reshuffle, I don't think, has anything to do with the kind of considerations that went to our reshuffle and the choice of running mate.
But even your reshuffle had some contention. Many said, how now with his pedigree and stature?
Every reshuffle has its own contentions and controversies. But I'm saying that ours was not a payback by anybody. This is a clear payback.
There are those who said Haruna was harboring presidential ambitions, so he had to be curtailed.
Oh, how does that reshuffle curtails that presidential ambition? Akufo-Addo has been... John Mahama was a mere MP and he became president.
Yeah.
Akufo-Addo was a mere MP. He was never a member of their front bench and he became president. So how can anybody say that when you are taken from the front bench, but you still continue as an MP, then your presidential ambition is being curtailed? That is not supported.
That was not the only theory. That he was very, very cordial with the opposition, the majority.
Oh, that is complete trash. I mean, the loyalty of Haruna Iddrisu to the party has never been in doubt. Okay. He's have an undivided, unflinching commitment to the cause of the party. Okay. I, in particular, disagreed with the decision they took in the past about the approval of some ministerial nominees and all that. But that was just a disagreement that I expressed, You can say it was harsh and all that. But the NDC has never been in doubt about the commitment of Haruna Iddrisu. He's paid his dues, at all levels, from his days as national youth organizer to even his role as the member of parliament for the good people of Tamale South, and the various roles, the ministerial roles, the committee roles he has played for the party before earning the appointment as minority leader. He's done his part. Okay. But leaders at some point have to bow out for others to continue. And I know that in his heart he harbors no ill feeling relative to that decision at all. Of course, in the immediate aftermath of the decision, you could say that there were some tensions and all that. But now we've moved past that, and he is supporting the current leadership. He and Muntaka, they are really supporting them. And most of the good things you see the caucus do is as a result of the solidarity and the support they enjoy from the experienced ones like Haruna and Muntaka and all that. So let's not waste time on this. The consultations are almost done relative to who the running mate for John Mahama will be. That decision will be communicated to the Council of Elders and the NEC tomorrow. And I'm pretty much sure that an official public communication may be put out tomorrow.
Have you heard the names? Wadakon, Jenana?
I've not heard.
You've not heard?
No, I have not.
All the names you have mentioned are more capable than Dr. Baumia. But I really don't think that it will make any sense, changing the running mate we used in the 2020 elections. It is very clear that there was some impact being made, by the running mateship of, Prof. Nana Mensah, and it wouldn't make any political sense for us to attempt to even do so. So I really don't think that there will be any changes. I'll be shocked if there is any changes. And the only way there could be a change is if Prof. Nana herself says she's no longer willing to contest.
Why should it be another name?
There are those who say that Nana Jane did not contribute to the NDC's success in 2020 and that he couldn't win anything in Central Region.
Then they should go back and read their notes, because she was supporting way back before she came to the limelight. People were supporting behind, and she was part of those people. Look, it is time for women, and we are starting from vice president, and this time it will happen live. And I believe the choice of a female running mate shows a commitment to gender equality and participation in leadership. John Dramani Mahama has made it and is going to do it again. He did it the last time. We couldn't get a general election because of one or two reasons. And this time, she's going to name her again, and this time we are going to have the first female vice president for Ghana.
I am a gender activist. I believe I'm very sensitive when it comes to gender. And for me, the lady or our mother, Nana Jane, did marvelously well with JM, having partnered JM. She went round side by side JM doing her campaign in different locations, accompanied by our able Honorable Ablakwa and a team, while JM was at a different direction. I remember even my constituency, she came through Bole Bambwe to lift my hand before later His Excellency JDM also came. And she pulled the crowd that we needed. It is time we have a lady coming up into this nation politics. And we don't need to just have a face once and retire the person. For me, in person, if I'm giving the nod, she's a perfect choice. She has to continue.